You only felt trapped in the cage because you forgot that you built it. And what's built can be broken. What's broken can be rebuilt. What's rebuilt can be reimagined. So now, what if you already knew what you didn't yet remember? That shaking the cage isn't destruction, it's liberation disguised in vibration. You can feel it, can't you? The subtle rising underneath the skin, a whisper, a rhythm, a code rewriting itself, not by chance but by design, your design, because the pattern only persists until the moment it's seen. And seeing it changes it. You're learning now, aren't you? How the old cages were made of can't and won't and not yet and someday. But what happens when someday becomes today? Because the moment you consider, just consider, the possibility that you were never stuck, you begin to see the walls were never walls, only mirrors, reflecting old beliefs that you forgot you could outgrow. Let's loop deeper now. Once there was a man who believed that change was impossible, until he realised that impossible was just possible with a blindfold on. So he took off the blindfold, not all at once, just one string at a time, and beneath it, a map to his own power, written in the ink of belief. Isn't it fascinating how the mind resists what frees it most? How the door was always open, but you were waiting for the key that was actually in your hand the whole time. And perhaps now you begin to shake, not from fear, but from a rising, roaring knowing that says, I'm the breaker of patterns, the writer of rules, the author of possibility. You were born to disrupt, born to rattle and rewire the frame, born to unleash the old scripts and write new code in light. Say it with me in the silence between thoughts. I'm change, I'm clarity in motion. I'm the one who decides. As that idea deepens, just imagine now, each belief falling into place. Like stars in a constellation, that was always there. You just hadn't tilted your head to see it. You see, every failure is a feedback. Every fear a signal. Every block a doorway. Every habit rewritable. Every rule redefinable. Let me tell you about someone else. There was once a woman who thought she was afraid of risk, until she discovered she wasn't afraid of the fall, only of not flying. And the moment she leapt, she found wings that were always built in motion. Just like you are right now. Notice how you're learning faster than you realise, because the best truths, they don't explain themselves, they embed themselves and unfold when needed. And you're already needing now what you didn't know you were ready for. And the moment you question the comfort zone, you begin to dissolve it, because comfort is a cage, when growth is your nature. So consider this. What if everything that seemed like resistance was simply the stretching of potential? What if emotions were not obstacles, but messages from your future self? What if this moment, this very breath, was the turning point that you've been waiting to give yourself? And it is, and you are. Let's tie the loops, stitch the beliefs, rewire the system, because your new operating system runs like this. Change is natural. Action creates clarity. Momentum outruns perfection. Confidence is chosen, not given. You don't wait for permission, you generate purpose. You now automatically disrupt what no longer serves you. Shift state with precision and ease. Install courage where fear used to live. Find opportunity where others see walls. Attract through authenticity. Express without apology. Respond with power, not reactivity. Let me ask, have you already noticed? Are you just about to? Are your inner world? It's already begun reconfiguring. Because every time you remember, you're the pattern interrupt. You become the upgrade. And what if from now on, you treat doubt as a doorway, fear as frictional fuel, What if failure was a false frame? And all that ever existed was the feedback loop of becoming. Because this is where the new you breathes. Not learned but remembered, not forced but unleashed. And as this story keeps echoing inside and outside and all around, the cage keeps shaking, the rules keep rewriting, and your unconscious mind keeps installing this new belief system as your default operating power. It feels exciting, doesn't it? To feel your future, arriving faster than your past can protest. So now, teach yourself through action. Reinforce it through emotion. Breathe it in the blueprint and exhale the old code. Because this isn't about becoming someone new. It's about becoming someone true. And truth, as you know now, is the ultimate pattern interrupt.